afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are back again. It's the SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10, and the excitement never ceases here. It's another match, another day where we've got 4 games lined up for you, and it promises to be an enthralling day of cricket here at Oman Cricket Academy. Match number 25, which is the first game of the afternoon. It is going to be Qurum Thunders versus Amerat Royals, live at 3:15 p.m., which is just a few minutes from now. Match number 26, Darse Titans versus Kuwait Warriors. Both these teams are languishing at the bottom of the table and are virtually out of the tournament. A dread rubber, but of course a lot of bragging rights at stake for this match. Match number 27, Gubra Giants taking on Bosher Busters. That's 7:45 p.m. live. And match number 28, Azeba 11 taking on Ruvi Rangers. That's live at 10 p.m. Again, we are back at the beautiful, picturesque Oman Cricket Academy. It's Oman D10. The flag is flying, and it's flying high in here at Oman Cricket Academy. Of course, Oman Cricket is proud, and they've done a really brilliant job to bring you these high quality matches at this excellent venue, world class facilities, and the landscape couldn't get any better. Right in the middle of the mountains, this ground delivers and never fails to surprise us. Every time we come here, it is a pleasurable stay, very hospitable, and we always look forward to coming back here every time we have an opportunity. Well, let's head to the first game of the afternoon. It's going to be Qurum Thunders taking on Amerat Royals. Both these teams have had a good run in the tournament. Of course, Qurum Thunders are peaking at the right moment. Amerat Royals peaked just a little bit early, and they've lost 2 games back-to-back, but they would want to come back strong against a very, very difficult challenge in the name of Qurum Thunders. We are live from Oman Cricket Academy. Joining me in the combox is my co-commentator, Ashok Purohit. A great match, Ashok, in the offer.
Very good afternoon, Shoaib. Indeed, it is a very good match in the on the table. The picturesque Al Hajar mountain range.
Yes, indeed, very beautiful. Let's head straight towards the pitch report and find out what the pitch has in store for us. Mikhail Vaswani is down there with his analysis.
It's time to get you the pitch report in the SkyExchange.net presents Fan Code Oman D10. Now, the surface makes for a very interesting story. I'll tell you why. 8 days, 24 matches, and once again, if you take a look at it very closely, it's an absolute belter of a track. So much so that the bowlers don't know what's the right length to bowl on. I'm here at the good length spot, and it's dry grass completely. It's hard as a rock, and there's going to be no help whatsoever for a pacer. But what needs to be kept in mind is that most pacers have just believed in full tosses over here because they really don't know the right length. We've seen captains winning the toss and deciding to bat first simply because they know the surface is so good that they can pile the runs and importantly put pressure on the opposition as well. So, no brainer over here. Once again, we've reached the business end. Teams looking to win matches, what they will do? Win the toss, bat first.
Very interesting analysis of the pitch from Mikhail Vaswani. As always, he's got a different take on things. Mr. Purohit, your take on that wicket?
It is indeed a dry pitch. The batters would definitely have a whale of a opportunity to score big runs here. We can see way less grass just ahead of the full length spot. But it is indeed a belter.
Indeed a belter. Of course, we've seen the bowlers getting some movement in the air, but nothing off the deck. And that is something that the bowlers will be looking forward to as the day progresses, because under lights, the ball is a lot different than what...
At the Oman Cricket Academy, we are here for...
Vaswani for the toss.
It's toss time here at the Oman Cricket Academy. Match number 25 of the SkyExchange.net presents fan code Oman D10. It's the final league game for both these teams. Captain of Qurum Thunders, it's going to be Jitinder Singh. In between them is going to be Mujahid, who will officiate this toss, and the captain of Amerat Royals as well, Karan Sonavle. Home team is Qurum Thunders. He'll be flipping the coin, and Karan Sonavle, you'll be calling. Number is the call. Khanjar, it is Jati. You win the toss. What have you decided and why?
We will definitely bowl first.
Most teams have preferred batting. What is the change in mind this time around for a team winning the toss and electing to bowl?
Well, I think our team is doing well when they are batting second. So that's the whole idea about it. Maybe if you can restrict them under 100, I think nothing like it.
Any changes to your playing 11?
No, it's the same team.
Good luck, Jati. All the very best. Right, Karan, what would you have done?
I would have loved to bat first. Like they said, they have been doing in chasing. We have been doing good in batting first. So this is our plan. And we're happy to bat first.
You've been looking good. Just had a little bit of a stutter in between.
Yeah. Initially we won, but few bad games here and there. And then now we have, we have to be focused around. We have to win this game in a good margin. And a normal win is also okay.
Any changes to your playing 11?
Yeah, just one change. Khafid is missing out the game, and Manish is getting chance.
Good luck, Karan. All the very best. All right, so the news from the centre is that Qurum Thunders have won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Qurum Thunders deciding to bowl first after winning the toss. And again, a very interesting call. It has been a mixed bag so far of tosses. Captains are not 100% sure whether they want to bat first or bowl first. What is your take on that, Ashok?
The majority of the teams have opted to bat first after winning the toss. It's an interesting choice. The umpires, Mujahid and Zaman, going to the center of the pitch. We are a few minutes away from the start of an interesting match between Qurum Thunders and Amerat Royals. The traditional huddle.
Let's look at the playing 11 for both the sides. For Amerat Royals, it's Akshay Patel, Bilal Khan, Hemal Tandel, Karan Sonavle, Manish Rawat, Mehran Khan, Pratik Athavle, Rafiullah, Sparsh Tiwari, Utkarsh Sahu and Vinayak Shukla.
Qurum Thunders, Ayyappa Konira Ratan, Ganesh Chandrasekhar, skipper Jatinder Singh, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, Monish Ansari, the pacer, Rana Naeem, Samesh Srivastav, Sandeep God, Shoaib Khan, Siddharth Pukkapatnam and Suraj Kumar, the wicketkeeper.
Interesting teams, a lot of players who can and who are doing really well in this edition of Fan Code D10, and it's the first time these players are playing, but they've taken on this tournament and they've made it their own. It doesn't look as if they're playing for the first time. They've very quickly adapted to the changes and the requirements of the game, and they've delivered some really high quality cricket for all of us to witness.
Yeah, it seems they've taken it like fish to water. The batters have done well, the bowlers have bowled some splendid deliveries. The fielding has been not that great. You have seen many catches being dropped, but the ground fielding overall has been good. So interesting tactical moves by captains and team managements. Various skippers being opted.
Oh yes, absolutely, you're right. The teams have done really well. And the ones that have done well are the ones who have actually taken to this game. They've played as a unit. Different players have performed from the same team. And one of the performers is right on your screen. Pratik Athavle, 7 matches, 149 runs. That strike rate has just dipped a little bit below 200. But he's a dangerous batsman and he can change that strike rate in just a matter of one game.
That came down last evening after a rather not so good innings by Pratik. Munish Ansari, an experienced campaigner, 7 matches, 4 wickets at an economy of 8.92. Anything less than 10 in this format is exceptional. And he has used all his experience to deceive the batters. So Munish Ansari would be opening the attack for Qurum Thunders. Akshay Patel has been in terrific form, has already scored 196 at a terrific strike rate of 220.22. So this is the field for Munish Ansari. You have a square leg deep down and a sweeper cover. 2 men outside the outside the inner circle.
Well, the umpire on your screen, Mr. Mujahid, and he says, let's play. First game, first ball. Oh, it's a low full toss, flicked beautifully. He is very deadly with those Yorkers, Munis Ansari. And we've seen this different approach from bowlers in D10. A lot of bowlers right up front are bowling Yorkers. And that's something that we haven't witnessed before. Even Bilal Khan, for that matter, he has bowled a lot. He has bowled a lot of Yorkers, and Munis Ansari, right from ball number 1, is going for those Yorkers as well.
That's Munis Ansari's most potent weapon, the Yorkers. So he's been using it scarcely, but he starts off with this one. Akshay on strike has been in great form. Would be looking to continue that. This time misses. Good ball from Munis Ansari. Outside the off.
Akshay again coming back into the opening slot. We saw a change in their opening pair last night where Rafiullah from nowhere was sent up to bat in the order. But now they've returned back to their original opening pair of Akshay and Prateek.
The team management would have realized the mistake. Though Rafiullah hit the first over for quite a good many runs, but then he couldn't last long, and that disturbed the combination.
Again, goes for that Yorker. Brilliant fielding effort there. Of course, saved a certain boundary. Rana Naeem has done well, and as you can see, appreciation from his players, from his comrades, from his fellow team members. That shows the spirit of the game and the team, the morale that they are in. As of now, the standings, Rui Rangers are right at the top. Qurum Thunders share that place with them. It's just because of the net run rate, they're at number 2. The points are the same. Busher Busters are at 8. Amerat Royals are at 8 as well. And the other 2 teams, Azeba and Gubra, at 6. So we almost have our top 4 finalized in that. But we'll wait for the official confirmation after the league games. Another good ball, a Yorker delivery, and they'll take a single.
Yes, indeed. But a crucial game coming up for Gubra Giants later in the day between Bosher and Gubra. Gubra wins by a handsome margin. They would be hoping the other results fall in their favor and they have an outside chance. But at this moment, it looks the top 4 are virtually in the Super 4.
Yes, the top 4. In fact, the number 3 and number 4 will have to play really bad and lose badly for the other 2 to make room in that top 4. But otherwise, it looks like we've got the top 4 for this edition of Fancode D10. Another good ball. He's bowling those Yorkers, nailing them as we speak. Munis Ansari, he's worked hard on his fitness. He's not the younger Munis Ansari anymore, who we saw in the T20 World Cup and the Asia Cup as well for Oman. I think it was 2016, if I'm not wrong. And since then, he's come a long way, played a lot of global T20 cricket, Munis Ansari, but he's maintained his fitness and he's trying to elongate his career as long as possible. Jatinder Singh, another big name for Oman cricket, has been a star, has been a part of the Omani setup for quite some time and has delivered the goods time and time again. Another good ball, another Yorker, has converted into a full toss and they'll take a single.
That's a fantastic opening over by Munis Ansari. Conceded just 4 runs. First over gone. Amerat Royals 4 for no loss. Ganesh Chandrasekhar. So, twin pace attack from both the ends. Munis Ansari finished from Oman LNG end. Ganesh Chandrasekhar bowling from the com box end. The ball is coming good. Interesting spell by Munish Ansari. The first over, opening over, kept it very tight, bowled some good Yorker length balls. Ganesh hoping to do the same. This time Akshay comes down the pitch and smashes it towards the cover boundary. That's an excellent shot.
So Ganesh is trying to emulate Munish Ansari here, trying to go for the Yorkers, missed that and bowled a little wide outside off, and that was enough for Akshay to play that in the gap and get 4.
The key was Akshay coming down. He had come down the pitch, so he took it on the full toss and then placed it very well.
Ganesh Chandrasekhar has been expensive. Oh, that's a poor delivery. That's a very poor delivery and rightly punished by Akshay Patel. You can't be bowling that to Akshay. He's looking for that no ball, but I think it was okay. He's got 4 runs and he should be content with that.
Those are freebies. Absolutely on a platter. And he has hammered it. 1 bounce to the boundary. So runs coming thick and fast for Amerat Royals. That's the start after a tidy opening over from Munish Ansari.
Ganesh Chandrasekhar has not been able to adapt to this format as much as he would have liked to. He's a skillful bowler and there's no doubt about his potential, but this format he has struggled a little bit to find his right length and he's not been able to get that rhythm that he was in the previous edition of D20. He needs to get that and get that as soon as possible for Qurum Thunders.
Yes, line and length has been a cause of worry for Ganesh Chandrasekhar. He's been wavered, getting few good balls and then straying down the line. This is the boundary which Akshay had hammered.
They were checking for the no ball and it seems to be okay. Play will resume. That's another poor length. He's played that high and over the long off fielder. Won't go all the way. We've seen that quite a few times now, Ashok. As soon as the ball is hit up in the air and when it lands in the outfield, it doesn't carry, it doesn't travel. It just stops there. And that is the reason why Akshay has been denied a boundary here.
Yeah, it was almost a dead stop. The outfield being very heavy. It's not pacey. And there you see, just fell and stood there.
Ganesh still struggling. That's a much better ball. Again, that would have been a fuller length delivery had Akshay stayed where he was. He came down the track and that's why he missed that ball. But Ganesh needs to be bowling that good length. He's not bowled his stock ball yet. If he does that, he'll get his rhythm back and he'll become a more potent bowler, the one that we know him.
Yeah, Akshay trying to make it a full toss. Had come out of the crease. Ganesh Chandrasekhar. This time wide. Umpire has no hesitation in giving that a wide. So Ganesh Chandrasekhar under pressure conceded couple of boundaries. Two men on the leg side in the power play. One at deep mid-off and one at long on.
Another slot delivery. This time he middles it so well. He's got 6 runs for it. Ganesh not learning from his mistakes and Akshay Patel making full use of those loose deliveries.
Absolutely a class hit there. Akshay was waiting for the slot ball and he got this time in the slot. Hammers it over the long off. That's such a clean hit. So Akshay showing good nick. Already raised to 18 of 9 balls. Pratik, a ball for his 2 runs. Ganesh conceding 17. It's a costly over after Munish Ansari's tidy opening over.
Oh yes, I won't be surprised if we see Ganesh not bowling his full quota of 2 overs. This is a much better delivery. The last ball was the best ball of the over. A single to end it off. 2 overs gone. Amerat Royals 22 without loss.
Bowling change. Shoaib Khan being brought into the attack. Munis Ansari had bowled a very tidy opening spell, but that was just 1 over. And skipper Jati bringing in Shoaib Khan. Short ball. Pulled away for a single.
Qurum Thunders has been excellent with the bat in their hand. The batters are doing the job pretty well. The bowlers are a concern. Shoaib is not a full-time bowler. Yes, he's a very, very handy bowler, but he's not a full-time bowler. We don't see him bowling a lot, but he's turning out to be a revelation in this edition of Fancode D10, and that is because he's got variations. Ganesh, on the other hand, hasn't been bowling any variations. He was taken for runs, but he didn't bowl a single slow ball.
Yes, that was one of the reasons why he went for plenty in that over. Shoaib Khan bowling a wide. Has to bowl it again. This time he has hit it straight to long off. Sorry, long on. Kashyap, the fielder. Just a single. Amerat Royals 25 in the third over. Shoaib Khan is not a regular bowler in the national team.
Starts off again with that slower delivery, and that's why he's so difficult to read and score runs off. For different formats, you need to come up with different plans, and I think Shoaib has done that well. Qurum Thunders are missing a good bowler in Ganesh, and I think someone needs to go and speak to him and draw some plans out, because I really was very impressed with the way he bowled in the D20, but he's missing the plot here in D10. Meanwhile, Shoaib is looking really good. Again, 3 deliveries, just 4 runs given.
Yeah, Shoaib is an intelligent bowler, and this time it's been connected very well for a boundary. That's a cheeky shot, gets the maximum 4 runs.
Very good shot here. So it's not always about hitting straight downtown. It's not about hitting the ball out of the park. Sometimes it's also about innovation, and that is what it is. Pratik Athavale has shown that he can play cricket. He can play cricketing shots all around the park. This time over the keeper's head for 4.
Very confident Pratik after that shot. This time he has hammered it, and the fielder is just a spectator. So that's a huge 6.
Very well played, Pratik. And yes, that cheer and the appreciation from the dugout is a testament to the fact that Pratik has been in brilliant form. An exhilarating performance from the bat of Pratik Athavale. If he was good in the D20, he is better in D10. Brilliant batting.
Both the batters have really displayed their potential. They've been in excellent form, and that's been the reason why Amerat Royals have been doing so good.
Oh, that's another wide-ish delivery, but there is protection in the deep. As a bowler, you always want to bowl and concede boundaries where you have 2 fielders outside the circle. This time, he bowled according to a plan. 3 overs gone. Amerat Royals are looking good. 37 without loss.
Openers Pratik and Akshay giving a good start, stitching a partnership. Already scored 37 of 3.
Let's look at the bowlers being used. Munis Ansari was exceptional. 4 runs in his first over. Ganesh Chandrasekhar, expensive. 18 in his first over, and Shoaib Khan giving 15. So after that first over from Munis Ansari, Amerat Royals have really done well, dominated the bowlers and made full use of the loose deliveries that were on offer. 3 overs, and again, the spearhead of Amerat Royals, of Qurum Thunders, Munis Ansari, has been brought into the attack. They would be expecting a breakthrough here. They need a wicket, and they need it now.
Absolutely, Shoaib. They need a breakthrough. And it's Munis Ansari who can give them the breakthrough. Change the ends. He is coming from the com box end.
Well, 2 fielders out on the boundary ropes, a deep mid-wicket and a long on.
Munis, after bowling a tidy spell, this one has been hit, bisected the covers, and it's racing to the boundary. What a good shot there.
Very well played, but this is a poor ball from Munis. You've got 2 fielders on the boundary ropes on the onside, so you must be making the batters play in that area. If you bowl outside off, it's easy pickings for the batters, and that is exactly what Akshay has done. In fact, it's Prateek who's played that shot, and he's quickly moved on to 18 of just 7 deliveries. Pressure on Munis. First ball, boundary conceded. Now he has to play the catch-up game.
Prateek exploited the field. There was no protection in the off, and that's the reason they got those 4 runs easily. Munis, this time down the leg side, called a wide, straying down the leg. Munis missing the line this time, possibly under the pressure after the first ball has been hit for a boundary.
That's right, but I would prefer him bowling this wide rather than that loose ball and conceding a 4. At least he's trying to bowl according to the plan. When he's got 2 fielders on the boundary ropes on the onside, you have to try and target the middle and leg. And that is what he was trying to execute, was not able to do it. As a captain, I would say, no problem, keep trying.
An extra ball and an extra run. Again,
that's a good change again, Ashok, because they've got 1 player from the off to the onside for the plan, for the middle and leg approach.
Again a poor ball and dispatched to a boundary. What a shot it is. Prateek in absolutely sublime form. This time he's caressed that ball towards the mid-off boundary.
That was a much better shot. Not much Munis Ansari could do with that because it was placed brilliantly between the mid-off and the extra cover fielder. You don't have fielders in that area, so if you are able to play that shot in that area, you deserve a boundary. And that is what exactly Prateek has done. He's done well for himself and Amerat Royals. 22 of just 8 deliveries. His prolific form continues.
Both the batters playing intelligently, exploiting the field restrictions. This time again, an ambitious shot, cheeky shot, gets a single, hits on the pad. They run for a single. Umpire signals it a leg bye.
Munis needs to be targeting the stumps. He needs to bowl those Yorkers on the stumps. He's bowling them way outside off. A lucky escape, I would say, for Munis, because if that had been played and connected from the bat, it would have been another 4. Keep bowling to your plan.
The line has been a matter of concern here. He's got protection in the leg. He's been bowling an offside line. This time is a much better ball, and there's misfield there. A single was always there.
This is the ball you need to be bowling for the field placement that you have. Even if you miss this ball by a few centimeters or inches, it is not easy to clear the long on and mid wicket. So you'll always have a chance of creating a wicket, but you need to be bowling in that line consistently.
Yes, indeed. Munis would try to repeat this, bowl the similar line. A very experienced campaigner, he knows which ball is his stock ball, and he's got the fielder deep in the fine leg being sent back. Change of field for Munis Ansari. He would be targeting the middle and leg line.
That's a good length. Again, according to the plan, he's got fielders there, and that is what he should be targeting. He was bowling way outside off, and he's given a few freebies. Never mind. Amerat Royals have quickly reached on to 49 of 3.5 overs, and that start that they've always banked upon Amerat Royals has been delivered yet again by the two openers, Akshay and Pratik. And this also goes to show that you don't need to change your batters regardless of what the score is, whether you're batting first or second.
Yes, batting lineup has been the key in Amerat Royal's success, and these two batters have given them solid start at the top. It was a rare aberration last evening. Tried a new combination, and this has been flicked to the fine leg boundary. That goes fine. Poor bowling there from Manish Ansari.
Very, very poor. 4 to end the over, and Amerat Royals breached the 50-run mark at the end of the fourth. 53 for no loss.
Breeze blowing across the Oman Cricket Academy. It's not that strong as it was yesterday at this hour, but still a good breeze mitigating the heat factor.
Well, it has been a pleasant weather, and we wouldn't be more surprised because every time we've come here, the weather has been very kind to us.
You've been lucky to come at this time of the year. Absolutely fantastic weather. One of the best times to visit Oman. It's such a beautiful country. Got a terrific, beautiful landscape. Countryside is, you have to admire it.
Of course, and the beaches are beautiful. And places like Salalah in Oman are places that you must have on your bucket list. Meanwhile, change in the weather and change in the bowling as well. Ayyappa Konira Ratan, the spinner, has been brought into the attack. 7 matches, 4 wickets, and an economy of 8.14.
Yeah, the youngster has shown promise. Went for a few runs, but he has picked up wickets. A lot would depend on this over. How Amerat Royal opening batters treat him. Both are in terrific form, Pratik Atavale and Akshay. Goes for a big heave. There's a loud appeal. And there's a chance of run out, and there's an overthrow, all happening there. A loud appeal, a run out chance missed, an overthrow. So everything happening, very interesting cricket.
First ball, and Ayyappa has brought a lot of drama with him. First ball itself, there was an appeal and then an overthrow. Spinners are going to bowl a lot flatter. That looks very close to me, very, very close. DRS review would have been taken had there been a chance, an opportunity, and then that overthrow resulting in an extra run.
So good ball from Ayyappa to start, and this time he comes down the pitch, doesn't connect it well, and he's been caught. Ayyappa manages to get the needed breakthrough. Both the batters, Pratik and Akshay, have been in sublime form, and this is a much needed breakthrough. Ayyappa strikes. Nowhere near the pitch of the ball. Miss it, and it's well caught there.
Well, the spinners brought in, and immediately they deliver. Outside off, wanted to go for that big heave and a good catch from Rana, because these catches are not easy. They're always dipping on you. So well done, Rana. Pratik Atavale, after a good innings of 23 of 12, is walking back. Amerat Royals are 55 for 1.
Amerat Royals losing the opener Akshay. Karan Sonawale, the skipper, 7 matches, 57 run, has not been able to prove his potential as much as he would have liked to. 146 is his strike rate.
Well, yes, Pratik was the man dismissed. Karan is the new man in. He's also the skipper. No Twinkle in the Amerat Royals side. Twinkle Bhandari was the captain for Amerat Royals in D20. But Karan has taken the responsibility of leading this side and has done well for the side as of now.
Yes, apologies. Pratik was the batter who went out. Back in the dugout. Much better bowling from Ayyappa. Just a single given, having picked a wicket. This is the dismissal of Pratik. Comes down, doesn't connect it well, and a well-judged catch from Rana.
Yes, spinners are using the shine of the new ball. That's what we've seen. The bowlers who start off the overs, they try to bowl seam up. The arm ball is used a lot, and that is what Ayyappa is doing as well. The ball is coming into the right-hander and not pitching and going away from the right-hander. So that is why you are always in two minds whether you want to go for a big hit or not. That confusion led to the dismissal of Pratik Athavale.
Yeah, it's indeed an unorthodox grip of the ball. Normally he would have it cross seam, but you can see it here. This time goes for a nice looking shot, but straight to the fielder.
End of the over. 5 overs gone. Amerat Royals are 57 for 1.
Five overs gone. Amerat Royals 57 for 1. Akshay looking good for 15 ball 27. Karan Sonawale, the skipper, joins after the fall of Pratik Athavale. Samay Srivastava, the leggy, coming into the attack. Spinners getting the reward. Ayyappa picking up the wicket. The lone wicket to fall so far. And it's Samay Srivastava from the com box end. Welcome, Mikhail. Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ashok. Samay Srivastava was so good in the last game of his in the last over, taking Qurum Thunders to victory as well.
Oh, well bowled, yaar.
Ashok, just looking
Well bowled, yaar.
at
Good
the
shot,
way
yaar.
Akshay has batted,
Beckham nahi hai.
a little surprised that last evening he didn't open and they sent Rafiullah. This opening pair of Akshay and Pratik has been so successful, just like what it's been for Jatinder and Kashyap Prajapati. There's a sweeper cover in place, long off in place. You have 3 deployed in the boundary on leg side, long on, mid wicket and square leg. You talk about Boshur Busters, Asif and Ataullah, and this pair as well.
Oh, well bowled, yaar.
Yes, quite true, Mikhail. That's a single day. Coming to the point you asked, it would have been possibly an experiment. They would have liked it ahead of the Super 4 round. They knew that they are already in the Super 4. So Amerat Royals would have got in for the change, thinking that they could try out that. This time it's lobbed high. Fielder coming down, but it falls in no man's land. Jatinder, the fielder, just a single.
2 of the best fielders deployed at long on, long off, but it was right in the center. Now the question was, should they have committed into the catch? It looked like they were a little slow off the blocks. Now this was in the air for a very long time. It was very high, but straight. So distance to cover for long on and long off. Nobody really went out there and threw themselves underneath that catch. This will be termed, labelled, wide. I'll tell you what, it's a fine start by Amerat Royals.
Indeed. Both the fielders were quite squarer. Had it been more fine, they would have possibly been in a better position. This time, wrapped on the pad, run for a single. Short fine leg, Muni Sansari the fielder. Akshay would be looking for a big score here. Already scored 29 of 17.
Yes, Akshay is the danger man. He can hit it long, he can hit it consistently as well. This time quicker through the air. Very nice delivery by Samay. Very fine over so far. Only 6 of the first 5. He's keeping things quiet in the middle.
Equally good running there from both the batters, Akshay and Karan Sonawale, the skipper. That was a good call. Just pushed it. Short cover and they picked up a single. Samay could be the bowler who can get the breakthrough. This time it's a short ball. Well fielded there. Another single. End of over number 6. Amerat Royal 64 for 1. Yes, Amerat Royals 64 for 1. Ayyappa, the bowler, this time Akshay places it for a single. So boundaries have dried up here, Mikhail, and it's the 7th over. The spinners restricting the batters, which is a surprise. Usually batters go after the spinners, but it's been the pacers who have leaked the runs.
Yes, that's a good point. We'll take a look at the field again. We have fielders at deep mid wicket and deep square leg at long on as well here for Chonira Ayyappa. The way he's using the crease, but it does not really matter when Akshay is in the middle. He's cleared it and it has crashed into the side screen. Now that's what Akshay can do when he is in a dangerous mood. This time all he had to do was stand and deliver. It was dragged a little short. And even though Chonira may be using the crease and bowling behind it, Akshay just took off in fine style. They need the big hits because it's the Qurum Thunders who will be chasing and they're fine chasers.
Yes, the pressure was there to go for the boundary, go for the big hit. And Akshay delivers it in style. That's clean hitting. Maximum. Ayyappa. This time another short ball. Doesn't connect it, but batters would take a single. So, lucky to get away with that ball, Ayyappa. Akshay fails to capitalize on that loosener.
A good observation there, Ashok. That was another very ordinary delivery. Could have easily been dispatched towards the mid-wicket square leg region. But Karan Sonawale needs a move on. 5 and 7. Goes big this time. Has he connected it? Yes, looks like. Very comfortably as well towards the dugout of his teammates. And that's what Karan can do as well. Opening the innings in the D20 for Amerat, has dropped himself to number 3. And this time around, he's just broken the shackles because the pressure was mounting on him.
He's possibly taken a leaf from his opening batter and teammate Akshay. Akshay had hit Ayyappa a couple of balls earlier for a 6. This time it's Karan's turn.
Tossed up this time. Thank you very much, says Karan. One was short, dispatched over mid-wicket. One full, over long off. And Karan Sonawale has joined the party as well. And Amerat Royals have just found the right over that they need to target. Already 20 runs coming in the first 5 deliveries.
Quite true. We expected the spinners to be hit. And this time Karan and Akshay proving the point. Taking on Ayyappa. Treating him with disdain. 3 sixes already in this over.
Tossed up this time. Didn't quite get underneath that one. Too fuller for comfort. They'll settle for a single. But what an over it's been for Royals. Just the one they were looking for. 21 runs coming off it. They'll be happy. 7 gone. It's 85 for 1.
Bowling guys.
Pratik Atavale, the only batter back in the dugout, caught Rana Naeem, bowled Ayyappa, 23 of 12. Akshay going strong, 37 of 20. Karan Sonawale, the skipper, not out on 18, 85 for 1. 5 bowlers used. Ayyappa the only one to pick up wickets, but he has gone for plenty. The last over proving costly, 21. Muniz and the other bowlers failing to pick up any wickets. This time a much better ball. There's an appeal. Samay Srivastava coming in to bowl his second over. And there's a loud appeal from wicketkeeper Suraj Kumar.
It's almost a given that most wicket keepers or fielders or bowlers will ask the on-field umpire to refer it upstays, because they always want to have that outside chance of sneaking in a wicket. Suraj Singh here pleading to the umpire, why don't you refer it upstays? But Mujahid very sure that the batter was well and truly in, and that's a very good call as well. You can see that toe and most part of it inside the line, but a very good ball. That's what Samay Srivastava has done in this tournament. Not really flustered with the situation.
And Mikhail, it's so difficult for the spinners on such a belter. The wicket is so hard. It's hard like concrete. Reminds me of those days when we used to play on cemented wickets. So it's a hard wicket. The spinners are not getting any favors from the pitch, and the batters obviously exploiting these conditions to the maximum.
Deja vu feeling, Ashok? Nostalgia.
Absolutely.
But credit must be given to the curator as well to maintain a track that's in its 8th day, 25th match on the same surface, and it's still a batting paradise with some movement as well with the white ball.
Hats off to Anup, the chief curator, and his team.
Ball. Lovely bowling.
He's a gritty customer. He's a gritty customer, Samay Srivastava. Look at those bowling figures, bowling in the death against two very good batsmen in the middle who are middling the ball exceptionally well. Shorter this time, that's been picked up. But has he middled it? Not quite really. Fielder coming underneath, taken. And it's a wicket here. Rana Naeem with that catch. Samay Srivastava with that wicket. Karan Sonavle does not get the distance on this one. He only got the elevation. The fielder was in position. And another wicket falls, courtesy Samay, who's keeping things very tight in the middle.
Credit to Samay. A poor delivery, in fact. Quite short. They should have been dispatched, but he didn't get the distance. And the second good catch of the innings from Rana Naeem.
Well, good balls go for runs, bad balls go for wickets. That's all happening here. Karan Sonavle goes for 20, it's 87 for 2 in the 8th over.
पाजी वहाँ से भाग के वो पैसिफिक लिखा है वहाँ से वहाँ पहुँच गए वो वहाँ से नहीं पहुँचे और वो फिट है यार ऐसी बात हाँ
Samay Srivastava picking the wicket, important wicket of his counterpart. Amerat Royals 87 for 2, and the man who had gone hammer and tongs in the previous match in the first over of the innings, Rafiullah, comes to the crease. He'll be at the non-striker's end. Akshay will be facing the last two deliveries of Samay Srivastava.
Another very fine performance by Samay Srivastava in this D10 match. Goes big, that's Akshay for you. Jatinder coming underneath that, but has he taken it? Not really. For most part of it, it was always going to be a difficult one. He did put his hand on it. It was to his wrong side. He timed the jump as well. But it was always going to be that half chance which was sailing into the ropes.
Yes, Akshay, when he hits, it's usually outside the boundary. This time he goes for another big one. Jatinder gets a hand to it, but he was never in the chance.
It's a run out in today's day and age. It's not munkering. Remember, the rules have changed. Smiles all around. No warnings this time around. More of a bluff or a dummy here this time by Samay. That's wide. He's mixing it up a little too much over here, Ashok.
Pressure on him. pressure on Samesh Srivastav after conceding the 6.
ये ठीक है, no problem, no problem.
He knows that Akshay is the man in form, already raised to 43.
Oh, well bowled यार, क्या
This
बात है
time
यार,
a much better ball. A full toss which was not exploited. End of over number 8, 94 for 2 Amerat Royals. Rafiullah to face the first ball of his innings.
Opened the innings last evening, Ashok Rafiullah. Didn't quite middle the ball. He had a strike rate of 204. He is a dynamic all-rounder in the making, let me tell you, for Oman cricket. Looks to go for the helicopter. Not in the slot to play it. They'll settle for a single towards long off. Akshay is the man. He's opened the innings, 43 of 22. He's lost partners, but he's not changed his gears.
Yes, indeed. And he would be looking to finish off with a flourish. Shoaib Khan being brought into the attack after his opening over went for 15 runs. We'll have to see what Akshay does this time. Wide ball. Shoaib under pressure. He knows that Akshay is the man in form. Trying not to give him much of width, but that's too much of a width. And umpire says wide.
Yes, the best delivery is to bowl it outside off. But if you stray a little too much, then it could also end up being called a wide. Just like how it happened in the last delivery. In the slot, picks it up once again. Has not quite middled it, and that's been put down. And in the process, it goes for a 4 as well. This should have been taken. You cannot drop such catches. Sandeep God, one of the better fielders for Qurum Thunders. It was set up for him. He did the hard yards as well. Akshay survives. Miseries continue in the field for Qurum Thunders.
Quite true. That's poor fielding. Sandeep God is considered to be one of the best fielders on the domestic circuit. Does well to come under the ball after doing the hard yards, but spills it and allows the ball to trickle to the boundary.
Yes, the drop catch was a problem, but then giving 4 after that adds to the woes, particularly for the bowler. You've denied him a wicket. You ruined his bowling figures. And knowing Shoaib, who does not like to leak runs, it's an opportunity that's gone a-begging. And the runs have also really added to his bowling tally. But Akshay, what an innings he's playing. 100 up as well in the 9th over. Amerat Royals have always believed it's their batters who can get them the runs. And Qurum Thunders believe they perform best when they are in the chase, Ashok. We'll take a look at this catch. Now, should he have gone a little around it and taken it? Because it looked like he attacked the ball and went at a perpendicular. Or should he have come around it and put his body behind it? That could have given him a better chance.
Quite true. He went sideways. And that's a bit more difficult than going under the ball, round the ball. Had it gone behind the ball, it would have been much easier. But he went sideways. And that's possibly one of the reasons why the ball popped out and ball.
Well, the concern here with the ball is that it has lost a little bit of shape and there's been some wear and tear. Surprisingly, in a 10-over contest, the ball is not able to last even 9 complete overs.
What does it say about ball?
The badgering rather of the batter.
Or is it the ball?
Well, the good thing is that we have many boxes with semi-new white cherries, so we can always pick one of them. In all of it, a little bit of delay, but Akshay has looked fantastic this afternoon. Everything about his batting has been impressive.
It also proves that the batters have really gone hard on the ball. There have been many sixes we have seen, some incredible shots around the park. So obviously the ball
does get some badgering.
Yes.
Never a situation where a batter has been quiet in the T10 contest Just like how Akshay has been. It's been a complete turnaround by the Amerat Royals. Remember, this is the final league game. Qurum Thunders are through to the top 4. Amerat Royals need one good win. They're still into that contention. They're not out at all. They're very much part of the top 4, but they'll want to end up with a good win today. But they're up against one of the best sides in the tournament.
Yes, Shoaib Khan again using that wide angle outside the off, concedes a single, has gone for 22. Akshay a bit upset on not capitalizing on the loose ball. Shoaib conceded 22 of the 9 deliveries he has bowled so far. Rafiullah on strike.
9 deliveries left. Perfect time for Rafiullah to just play his shots. Once again looking to play big. Very fine delivery here by Shoaib Khan. They're eyeing the second run. Rafi wants it. He's forcing his partner. This could be close and this could be the end of him as well. Adrenaline getting the better of him. It's the experience talking. The body language of Qurum Thunder suggesting they have their man. Rafiullah once again in his bid to accelerate will have to depart. This has been referred upstairs, but 9 out of 10 times such a close contest goes with the fielding side.
Yes, indeed, that was a very good throw hurled from Ayyappa from the deep. It was always going to be difficult for Rafiullah to complete the second one, and with the throw being accurate, Suraj Kumar didn't have much of a delay in whipping the Wales off. This is fine fielding there from Ayyappa.
Now that throw was flat, that throw was quick and right above the stumps. And this could be very close, and it is as well. Rafiullah could be struggling. Remember, the line belongs to the umpire, and maybe another angle. Tell you what, Rafiullah could be struggling over here. This is a very good throw from the deep by Chonira Ayyappa. Just the right height, and not be surprised if we see the red light turning on, but we'll have to wait for the confirmation from the third umpire, because he's the best man to ascertain what really happened and exactly what he says. Rafiullah will have to depart.
Yes, indeed. It was a close call, but Rafiullah missed it by possibly 1 more yard. Has a smile. Rafiullah departs. He knows that he has missed an opportunity. Run out for 2 of 2 balls. Amerat Royals 102 for 3 in 8.4 overs. Smiling Mazhar Salim Khan with Parvez Mohammad, 2 coaches. Shoaib Khan back to bowling, and this is a good ball, a dot ball, a precious dot ball in the 9th over.
Oh yes, you have to be a specialist in this time of the game. Mehran Khan went for runs in the last match of his, conceded almost 30. Can he get 30 as well in the next 7 deliveries? He can. He's done it in the past. He has a strike rate of 153. Wonderful character to talk to. Full of life. Loves his cricket and loves the big hits as well.
This time he goes for a big one and straight into the hands. That's it. That's a drop catch. Amerat Royals 103 for 3 after 9 overs. Mehran Khan. Ganesh Chandrasekhar coming back to bowl the final over of the innings. He went for plenty. in his opening over conceded 18. Amerat Royals would be looking at a target of around 120. They've scored 103 for 3. Akshay would be looking for a few glorious maximums in the final over.
Goes big this time once again. And it's gone the distance as well. Sandeep Gaur can only watch it sail over him. Mehran Khan can do that consistently. Amerat Royals will only eye the big hits. And much needed 6, and the pressure is on Ganesh Chandrasekhar at the moment.
Indeed. This was hit very well and beautifully exploited. The full length ball hammered over the boundary. What a 6 it is.
Hammered down the ground towards long off. Single it is. Kashyap will keep it to 1. Akshay has been on 48 for a while. He'll be happy to have the 4 deliveries for him.
Yes. In the process, he would be eyeing a personal milestone of a half century. A well-struck half century for his team.
Ashok, even as we talk about the milestone, I guess the highlight of Akshay's innings has been the manner in which he's just stayed there for the 10 overs and held one end as an opener and anchored the innings for Amerat time and again.
Quite true.
Single again towards long off. Very good death bowling here by Chandrasekhar. May have conceded a 6 of the first ball, but after that he's got everything underneath the bat.
Yes, just conceded 2 singles in the next 2 balls. Nelson, Amerat Royals, beg your pardon, 111 for 3. 3 more deliveries to go.
Ganesh has been wicketless, a touch expensive today. Can he finish off in style? Can he add some wickets to his tally? Nicely bowled once again. Jati will do the fielding at covers. He's stationed at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Single always on the offing there.
Yeah, good ground fielding from Jati, the skipper. A very popular cricketer in Oman. Experienced cricketer. Has been among runs. Has led the Qurum Thunders excellently. Ganesh conceding 3 singles. This time again a good ball. This is the final over and Akshay completes a well-deserved half century of 26 balls.
Make no mistake, it's not easy to be batting in these hot conditions out here. But he's batted very well, 50 of 26 and a lot of running in that too. 4 fours, 3 sixes at a strike rate of 192. An innings of very high caliber and pedigree by this young man. He's turned out to be a star for Amerat Royals, opening the batting and getting the runs consistently at the top for them.
Ganesh Chandrasekhar, last ball, and this time Mehran comes down the pitch. Takes a single, looking for the second one. They're going for the second one. Close call, but umpire says he's safe. So that's the end of Amerat Royals' innings. They have scored 115 for the loss of 3 wickets. Akshay, the architect, with a half century. Qurum Thunders would be needing 116. The chase.
Jatinder Singh has his task cut out alongside Kashyap Prajapati at the toss. Karan Sonali, the captain of Royals, mentioned something around 110, 120 is what they're looking at. He'll be happy with it. But can he defend this target? It's been a very fine batting effort here by Amerat Royals. It's the top order of Prateek, Akshay and Karan that's always been consistent. 15-26 for Akshay. Stitched a very good partnership with Prateek, who got 23 in 12. Karan came, played some big hits. And in the end, Mehran Khan with that 6 as well added to the tally as they finished on 115 for 3 in 10 overs.
The spinners, Ayyappa Kwanira and Samesh Srivastav among the wickets. Monish Ansari, Ganesh and Shoaib wicketless. Ganesh Chandrasekhar went for plenty, conceded 30. Shoaib Khan conceded 24. Ayyappa picking 1 for 23. Sameh picking 1 for 16.
Put into bat, Amerat Royals began in fine style. Once again, it's the tried and tested opening combination of Prateek Athawale and Akshay, who took off in fine style, stitching a very good partnership, sometimes cheeky, adventurous but yielded runs as well. They were merciless on the pacers and picked the lengths very easily to dispatch them in front of the wicket. Some ordinary bowling as well helped runs come from behind the wicket. It was the first wicket of Pratik Athavale that led to a moment of joy for Qurum Thunders, but the run fest continued for Amerat Royals as Akshay and then Karan Sanamle got together to play the very big hits. This was a miss hit by Karan as he also perished.
Yes. Runs came plenty. Akshay continued with his onslaught. And then this was the run out. Going for an ambitious second run and a good throw from Ayyappa. Good wicket keeping from Suraj. Some late hits by Akshay to finish the innings.
So the writing is on the wall for Qurum Thunders. They will need 116 runs in the 10 overs. We take a short break, but when we come back, we'll bring you the chase. Welcome back. We are coming to you live from the Oman Cricket Academy. It's match number 25 of the SkyExchange.net presents fan code Oman D10 Qurum Thunders versus Amerat Royals. What a match this is turning out to be. Amerat Royals have got to 115 in their 10 overs, and this means the chase is on for the Qurum Thunders. They've backed themselves batting second. Not surprisingly, winning the toss, they decided to field first and put Amerat Royals into bat. Another fine batting effort by Akshay Patel, 50 of 26. He's been the batting sensation for them. Pratik Athavale as well looking good for his 23. Karan Sonavale adding 20. And in the end, Mehran getting 11 as they crawl to 115 for 3 in their 10 overs. In the com box, giving me company, it's Shoaib Ahmed. Good afternoon, Shoaib.
Good afternoon, Mikhail. Well, interesting passage of the first 10 overs. Amerat Royals have managed to get a decent total on board, and I say decent because they're up against Qurum Thunders and their batters. Meanwhile, the bowling has been pretty ordinary, to say the least. Only two bowlers who've taken wickets. Ayyappa Konira Ratan, 1 wicket, and Samay Srivastav was the pick of the bowlers as well. 2 overs, 16 runs, and a wicket in his name. 115 for 3 is what Amerat Royals have managed with the help of 9 extras. So now the target that Qurum Thunders have been given is 116 runs to win in 10 overs. With the batting firepower that they have, it should not be a big problem, but it all depends on how they start, how they fire. Qurum Thunders have got the services of Jatinder Singh, they've also got Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, Shoaib Khan, Suraj Kumar. So the batting firepower is definitely there for Qurum Thunders, but they'll be up against a stiff challenge from Amerat Royals. The two umpires walking out in the middle. The man with the ball in his hand is Zaman Qureshi, and the other umpire is Mr. Mujahid. Both the umpires are walking out. Amerat Royals have some really good bowling, Mikhail. You talk about Bilal Khan, Hemal Tandel is good as well. So the opening batters are up against some really good bowling attack from Amerat Royals.
Oh yes, it's going to be a very good contest between bat and ball. But Qurum Thunders, I still believe that 1, 2, 3, 4, one of the best batting combinations you can call for in the Oman D10. And the form with which they're batting. We talk about this huddle right now. We'll talk about Amerat Royals at the bowling side. They've just tapered away towards the latter half of the competition. They started off really well, but it is going to be a very good contest here because Qurum Thunders have in-form openers in Prajapati, Kashyap and Jatinder Singh.
Well, the umpires are out and there's a team huddle as well. Teams will be looking to create some momentum in their favour as the two openers walking out, Jatinder Singh and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, the most explosive opening pair in Oman. The two men on your screens right now have played a lot of cricket together for the Omani national side as well, and they know and they thrive on each other's success. If one batter plays well, the other takes confidence from that and performs as well. That has been the pair of Jatinder Singh and Kashyap Kumar Prajapati. They hunt in pairs.
Oh yes, by far the most formidable batting opening combination. I like to see both these batters in the middle because both are aggressive, both look to play on the front foot, both don't miss out on the scoring opportunities, and it'll be a real test for the Amerat Royals over here, the bowlers, because they're up against two power hitters in the middle.
Yes, the bowlers Hemal Tandel and Bilal Khan are going to be the key for Amerat Royals in this second innings. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, D10 career, 5th game, 162 runs and a strike rate of 245. That is a very, very good, impressive strike rate. Meanwhile, on the other end is Jatinder Singh. 5 matches for him as well, 89 runs. One innings that has stood out for Jatinder Singh is his 13 ball 50 and a strike rate of 234 is what they've managed.
And the best part about both these batters, they don't miss out on the first 2 overs. The power play, they capitalize and they continue in similar fashion. What a contest. 2 Oman stalwarts. Bilal Khan steaming in, all set for ball 1 against And he's teed off right away, but this is in the air. He'll go over the fielder and mid-off. That could have easily been a catch, and it goes for a boundary as well. All happening here. What a dramatic first delivery by Bilal Khan. There was action, there was a drop catch, there was the 4 as well. It's all working in favour of the Qurum Thunders.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better start to the second innings. Everything happening on that ball. The first ball was hit in the air as expected from Kashyap Kumar and did not clear the fielder. A diving effort from the fielder, but couldn't reach there in time. Look at that. Did not judge it, in fact. And to add insult to injury, the ball has crossed the boundary ropes as well.
Now Tandela was in two minds. Should I go behind or then turn and go for it? And in the process, the ball dipped rather sooner than what he expected, and that catch resulted in a 4.
This is a battle of the legends, I tell you. Kashyap Kumar versus Bilal Khan. Both Omani players are against each other. First ball, a catch, and then second ball, spraying down the leg side. Bilal Khan. It's all about nerves. The team that handles the nerves better is going to win this game.
Encouraging signs here for Bilal. Some movement there if it's windy. We got to see it yesterday as well. Fawad Ali, 4 wickets for him. He got the ball to move and tail into the right-handed batter. But what a contest. Bilal, 50 ODI wickets. First Omani bowler to get to that figure against the opening batters of Omani cricket, Kashyap Kumar Prajapati and Jatinder Singh.
And that darting Yorker, brilliantly bowled. Kashyap Kumar Prajapati is on the ground. That is the class of Bilal Khan. He'll bring out his best. That is rest assured. Kashyap Kumar has been hit on the pads or maybe behind the pads, and that's why he looks in some pain.
Yeah, it's hit him on that unprotected area where the padding is really not there. Now that came in sharply. That swung, hit him on the back leg as well, and floored him completely in the crease. Bilal Khan is getting that ball to talk. Prajapati in some pain over here. He's limping, but he is going to fight on.
Clash of the Titans. Bilal Khan, Kashyap Kumar. Who is going to get the bragging rights? This is the contest that you wouldn't mind paying to watch. And you're getting this action free of cost. So please come in large numbers and support your favorite teams. If you're watching us and if you are in Muscat, I urge you to come to the grounds and enjoy this game of cricket.
He is flirting with danger here, Kashyap Kumar. That's the last thing you want to do, particularly when Bilal is getting that ball to move and curve into the right-handed batter. So almost crashed into the stumps. Very lucky because that ball had some bounce and it went over the wickets.
Well, he was expecting another Yorker, Kashyap Kumar, and that's why he was ready for that lap shot. But in turn, what Bilal Khan has done is he's bowled a regular in-swinging delivery at a good length, and that's why missing the stumps. What a contest this is. Another fuller delivery, wanted to play somewhere, the ball goes somewhere, chase for Hemal Tandel but won't reach there in time. So a 4 nevertheless for Kashyap Kumar, but not the most convincing looking shots that have come from the bat of Kashyap.
On most occasions, the bowler has won the contest. This time as well, the bowler can always go back to the run-up saying that that was a very good ball, getting an inside edge, fine leg up. But Qurum Thunders will say, we got the boundary and the runs on the board. Shorter this time, surprising him with pace. Very fine exhibition of pace bowling here by Bilal Khan. He's gotten fitter by the day. He's gotten quicker by the day. He can get that toe crusher, that ball underneath the bat from the very first ball. It's a lovely contest here at the Oman Cricket Academy between bat and ball.
Well, Mikhail, this contest is giving me goosebumps. A fast bowler, left arm bowler, quick bowler against the top class batting of Kashyap Kumar and Jatinder. Ultimate contest. And look at that swing again. This time it goes towards the fine leg fielder. He's taken a catch. He's claiming for a catch. Well, the fielders are celebrating. We'll have to take a look in the replays. But Kashyap Kumar is just a bit confused as much as we are.
Shoaib, I want to know what the soft signal over here is. That's going to play a very important role. Now the fielder was not too sure. It was a half-hearted appeal. The batsman is standing his ground. The body language suggests that they are also unsure of what just happened. This will give us a very, very good chance to understand what really happened. This is the angle we have. Looks very close, but has it bounced while it was reaching him? This is going to be a very close call. From me, from here, it looks.
Well, I think we need to look at two aspects. One, when the ball left the bat, did it bounce there? And then we need to go to the catch and see if the catch was claimed or caught completely cleanly. Let's look at that replay again, because we need to first ascertain if the ball has come off the bat or is it a bump ball.
He's been given. The catch has been taken. The confirmation has come from upstairs. Prajapati Kashyap will have to walk back. Now that was a very good low catch by Hemal Tandel. It was never going to be easy, though he was unsure. Not often do we see many cricketers refer this or ask for a referral. They claim it from ball one. Prajapati departs for 8. It's 9 for 1 after the completion of the first over.
Center, please. Thank you.
Breakthrough for Amerat Royals to get the big wicket of Kashyap Prajapati, courtesy a good catch by Hemal Tandel, who's now bowling the second over. Goes big. That's Jatinder Singh for you. Stand and deliver. One bounce into the ropes. In fact, it goes the distance. 6. So what if Prajapati has departed? Jatinder Singh says, I'll take over.
First ball, a loosener from Hemal Tandel, and you can't be bowling a loosener to someone like Jatinder. It's in the slot. He's gone downtown, and he's middled it so well, timed it so well, it's gone the distance as well. A great way to start off his innings. Yesterday he was out on a golden duck. Today he starts off with a 6. That's the talent of Jatinder Singh. Again going downtown. Hasn't middled it too well. Chase for the fielder, and the ball wins the race. So back-to-back boundaries for Jatinder Singh, a 6 and a 4.
He's looking in the same mood like he was 2 nights ago, where he got to a 13-ball 50, almost a world record. Remember, the fastest T10 50, and in 12 deliveries, Jatinder Singh got to 50 in 13. And what an innings it was. It was only raining sixes. And that's why I keep coming back to the surface as well. At the pitch report, I did mention, for a pacer, it is very hard to ascertain what's the best length to bowl. Even good lengths are now converted into full lengths.
You're right, the length has been a problem for bowlers. Ganesh and Hemal both struggling today. But the length has to be near the good length. This was a little fuller to my liking. And Jatinder Singh will pounce on that. You have to be short of good length in that area, the corridor of uncertainty, as they say.
Ask questions is what the coach tells the bowler when a batter comes in the nets. This one was again a very good length delivery, but it was picked up so easily. And this one once again in the slot. Just the perfect length for him to go for that big hit. Now change of bats. Will it mean another big 6?
Oh, that was lucky. Both for Jatinder and Hemal. Both will feel that they were unlucky and lucky at the same time.
And he's seeing the bat once again after playing that shot. He just got a new bat, but it hit the toe end, the bottom end of the bat for that paddle sweep. And he's once again staring at that bottom.
That's right, he wanted to go for that lap shot, hit right at the toe end of the bat. Oh, full toss, juicy full toss has been whipped towards the mid-wicket region this time. And that's another poor ball. So the fast bowler struggling during the day games, no swing on offer. And the length has also been very, very ordinary. Runs galore for Jatinder Singh.
Oh yes, this is a very poor delivery. You're helping the batter get into form and helping Qurum Thunders to chase down the target without any fuss. Tandil is a much better bowler than these runs he's conceded in his first spell.
Catch it, and he takes it. So Hemal Tandal strikes. This is the Hemal Tandal we know. This one was pitched up, moved just a little bit in the end, taking the outside edge of the bat. And that's the end of Jatinder Singh. So yes, boundaries and sixes were conceded, but I feel Amerat Royals will be happy to see Jatinder Singh walking back. Two of the openers are back in the hut.
And what a catch by Pratik Athavale as well. That was flying, and he was airborne when he took that catch as well. Very fine wicket keeping behind the stumps. He is a great performer, Pratik, with the bat behind the wicket as well. Jatinder has to depart for 14. So two big batters in the dugout. Qurum Thunders 23 for 2 in the second over.
Selection, please. Thank you. One ball. Let him over.
Last ball of the over. It is Suraj who's been promoted up the order. First ball, it's gone high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it, will not reach there in time. But aggressive looking shot. You don't need to play that shot now, Suraj. You've just lost your skipper. But Suraj has different plans. 2 runs to end the over. 25 for 2 after 2 overs.
A lot will depend on this partnership now in the middle. Shoaib Khan will have to bail his team out of trouble and take them home as well. At the moment, Amerat Royals have struck very early. Pressure on the chasing side. Too much to get. Only 8 wickets in hand. Rafiullah to begin. Oh, that's been hoiked. But has he got the middle? Not really. Fielder coming underneath. This will be a good catch if he takes it. It's been grasped by Tandel. So catches being put down in a heap here by Royals. They've not been giving a good account of themselves in the field. And Qurum Thunders are living a charmed life as they've been getting reprieves time and again. This was high in the air. This could have been the end of Shoaib. But Hemal Tandel says, no, we give you more time in the middle.
Well, that's poor catching. This should be taken at this level. You can't be so complacent. That is a basic catch. Everything right until that last moment where the ball was supposed to stick in the hands, not to be. Hemal Tandel has dropped a catch and maybe has dropped the match as well. Wild swing towards the mid-wicket. That's adding insult to injury. You can't be doing that. Shoaib says, thank you very much. You've dropped a catch and now it's time for you to pay.
Oh yes, he picked up that off-cutter very early, Shoaib. And that's why he went for that angle towards backward square leg. He just went with the turn. Shoaib is a very intelligent operator in the middle. But what the Qurum Thunders bring to the table is an aggressive mindset despite losing wickets early as well. There's no change in plans over here. They don't want to rebuild, looks like. They want to keep attacking.
Big appeal. It has hit the pads. They will scamper through for a single. Rafiullah. Leg by signaled. Let's look at that catch of Jatinder Singh. Pratik Athavale did a brilliant job. His eyes were on the ball, and that is the key there, anticipating that every ball is an edge. When you do that, you take those beautiful catches. Well done, Pratik Athavale.
Slower delivery once again, gets an inside edge, fine leg up in the circle, 4 more. This is how Qurum Thunders have got their runs today. More of it coming behind the wicket than in front of the wicket. This time Suraj Singh is off the mark in the not most convincing manners that we see, but he'll be happy with his 4.
Well, Karan Sunavle has to think out of the box here. He has to realize that the batters are trying to slog every ball, and when they're trying to do that, they're managing to get some edges. You need to keep the third man, the fine leg fielder, on the ropes, maybe get a long off inside and push the batter to try and do something different, play straight and try to create an opportunity.
Once again on the pads, flick towards square leg. So good this pitch is that you can just flick it each time it's bowled on the pads.
You're right. Trusting the bounce of the wicket and playing shots like these, they look so good, so pleasing to the eye. This wicket has been a belter of a wicket, and the credit has to go to the curators, Anup and his team. They've done a magnificent job. 8 days of cricket non-stop. Another catch. This time Hemal Tandel doesn't miss it. He risked his life on that. He made sure that everything is right. His hands were right in the right place and takes and completes an easy catch. That's wicket number 3, and that's the big wicket of Shoaib. So the trio are back in the hut. 3 overs gone. Qurum Thunders are 37 for 3.
And what a time to get this wicket. Trying to overhit this one. Ball just hurrying him. And Hemal Tandel very careful, very tentative, very circumspect with that catch. And in the end, a sigh of relief. I have got him. Shoaib Khan departs for 6. It's 37 for 3 after 3 overs.
Selection, please. Continue. Let them over. किसी ने नहीं बोला नहीं
3 overs 37 for 3 Qurum Thunders. Hemal Tandel has been brought into the attack. Now it is also important, Mikhail, that Karan manages his bowlers sensibly. It is important that he does the right change at the right time, because that decision can be a make or break moment in the game.
Very good observation there, Shoaib. As a captain, you don't want the situation to go out of hand from here on. Tandel to continue. Slow delivery taken on the full towards point. Every dot ball will now be mounting pressure as well. Wickets have fallen very quickly here for Qurum Thunders. They back themselves in the chase. But at the moment, Suraj, he's done it in the past. He's stood there, anchored the chase and been the rock in the middle. Another very fine, gritty customer. There's enough protection in the boundary. Long on, mid-wicket, square leg, the boundary riders. Only one inside the circle on the leg side. That's backward square leg, Rafiullah there.
No ball signalled by the umpire. Hemal Tandel is looking off colour today. He was brilliant yesterday. And a no ball signalled by the umpire. So that means it's going to be a free hit as well. Qurum Thunders are in a spot of bother. But as long as they have Suraj and Sandeep Kaur out there in the middle, they still can win this game.
Oh yes, that was a no ball. It's crossing that line. We all have our off days, Shoaib, at work. Oh, that's taken on the full. Play-Doh extra cover. Nicely cut off there in the deep. He'll keep it to a single. Just coming back to our off days in office. You don't mind having an off day, but not in a crucial game or a big presentation meeting day. You want to have the best day that day.
Very true. And they need to step up. You need to step up on days that matter. It's important that Amerat Royals do that for themselves. Two good-looking men on your screen right now as we speak. But Hemal Tandel has to actually deliver the goods for his team. He's been the spearhead, has to bowl like one.
They're running the first run fast. They want the second one and they'll get it as well. This is very good running. Very good running by Sandeep. Two youngsters in the middle. Fresh legs. New to the wicket. Eager to make a mark in the D10 and continue with the winning run. Just look at the manner in which he took off. He knew it was two for the moment. He hit it. Change of the bat as well from one hand to another, keeping intent vigil of the ball in the field.
Yes, the basics are right. What he's done, he's shifted the hands according to where the ball has gone in the field so that his eyes are on the ball. Catch it is the call, and yes, it will be taken. Another splendid catch from Pratik Athavale. You were talking about good days and bad days. Pratik Athavale is having a party at office.
Oh yes, this is an absolute orientation day for him, let me tell you. Two wonderful catches behind the stumps by Pratik Athavale, both diving to his right, both airborne. And what he's done in the process is that he's given Amerat Royals, along with Hemal Tandel, a chance to make a match out of this now. Once again going for that expansive drive, but didn't quite get there. And look at Pratik Athavale, 10 out of 10 for that effort. Another wicket falls.
Well, Sandeep Gaur has to walk back, and that's a big setback for Qurum Thunders. They are reeling at 41 for 4.
मिडल
41 for 4. Qurum Thunders backing themselves to chase down targets have found themselves in a little bit of a problem. Rana Naeem can bat as well, a strike rate of 150, but he'll have to play out of his skin to get them close to the target. Gets off the mark with a single towards third man, but what a bowling effort by Tandel, and what wonderful energy shown by the Royals.
Well, again, look at that catch from Pratik Athavale in real time. And that's the slow motion. Look, he was airborne completely. His hands and feet in the air when he took that catch. Pratik Athavale, what a day for him.
Well, he's been the flying machine behind the stumps. And look at that. All confidence right now. The conviction, the body language. Goes over the extra cover region and it'll be 4 runs against the run of play. It's Suraj. He's done that in the last few games as well, fighting a battle and taking his team out of rubble. Very good shot under pressure. 4 gone. It's 46 for 4.
पानी ने बार बार ये सर इधर से आया ना अंदर से गए रनिंग के टाइम नहीं बाउंड्री जाने के बाद हां ओके ठीक है
A very dismal and a sorry looking scorecard as of now for Qurum Thunders. Yes, they've got some batting left. Suraj Kumar is the man who can do the damage against Amerat Royals, but he needs to play there and stay there till the end. Mehran Khan has been brought into the attack. Outside off has been played for a single. The idea from Rana Naeem will be to give as much strike as possible to Suraj.
Oh yes, in the last game though, Mehran Khan was running for cover. And we'll tell you why, but at the moment, Suraj and Naeem need to stitch a partnership here. Very important. A good partnership coming at a very brisk rate as well. Mehran in the last match was running for cover because he gave 30 plus runs in that 1 over. We'll take a look at the field as well. Cover moves to deep cover. Long on, long off in place. So does a deep mid-wicket push back and a deep square leg as well.
Another edge, but this time it clears the keeper, clears the third man fielder, and will race away for a 4. Much needed, not from the middle of the bat, but Suraj is managing to get those runs, and he's keeping Qurum Thunders in the hunt.
Oh yes, indeed. Edges everywhere. Today Qurum Thunders have played from the edge of their bat and not from the middle of the bat, because most of the boundaries have come behind the wicket.
It's been an edgy performance from Qurum Thunders. A lot of edges and some sledges as well. Mehran Khan starts off. A fuller delivery has been swept this time. He's very strong in that area. Suraj Kumar has different plans for Qurum Thunders. He's taken them out of a sticky situation before, and he intends to do that again today.
And this is where the Royals need to pull things back. They cannot get complacent. Suraj can do it single-handedly. The last time as well, a few games back, he won Qurum Thunders a game all by himself. He's a very smart operator. He picks his field. He creates opportunities. He manufactures shots. And this time he's manufactured a shot, seeing fine leg inside the 30-yard circle.
Another cheeky shot, this time very close to the stumps. Lucky that it did not crash into it. It is important that Karan has the right field placement. We've seen Suraj playing a lot square of the wicket. He needs to strengthen that area, and he'll have to make sure that he gets that wicket in under edge and into the hands.
No problem. Opal John. जो लग रहा है चौका है ना जी.
Another big hit, and it's been played in the cow corner region. There is a fielder there. Rafiullah will stop that, and the over will come to an end with that single. Rafiullah must have hurt himself. I hope nothing serious. In fact, it's not Rafiullah. It is Yasir who's the fielder. 5 overs gone. Qurum Thunders are 57 for 4.
Hemal Tandil, the pick of bowlers, picked up 2 for 25. Rafiullah and Bilal Khan picking the other 2. Bilal Khan had a good over, opening over 1 for 9. Rafiullah picking up 1 for 11.
Meanwhile, it's Rafiullah who's been brought into the attack. He's got a wicket and he's given away 11 runs in his first over. Can he get another 1 runs? Wouldn't matter, but they need wicket, and preferably of Suraj, because he's the man who can make all the difference for Qurum Thunders.
Indeed, Suraj Kumar has the potential to go for the big shots. He's the pocket dynamite of Qurum Thunders. 21 of 10. But it's Rana Naeem taking the strike. Short ball. Rana Naeem pulls it straight to the fielder. Just a single.
Well done, Rafi.
Qurum Thunders
Sir, action please.
crawling to 58 for 4. Need 58 of 29 balls. They need a cameo here from Suraj. Boundary Raiders, 3 men on the leg side on the boundary. Much better ball, but that's been pulled away between the fielders. Between the 2 fielders on the leg, and those are crucial runs there for Qurum Thunders.
Very well played. Suraj is playing a very important and handy knock here for Qurum Thunders. He's kept them in the hunt, in the run chase. And if he can do that and continue for a few more overs, Qurum Thunders might just win this game from another very precarious situation. Suraj Kumar, of course, is fighting for a place in the national side. Naseem Khushi is the keeper. And he too is a keeper. So Suraj definitely putting out a statement here towards the selectors as well.
Quite true. He's there in the mix in the national team. This time a short ball, and once again it's been pulled. But straight to the fielder. There's a fumble. Concedes a single. No harm done.
Suraj is looking really good. He's middling every ball. Naeem, on the other hand, has to play the second fiddle. He has to make sure that he doesn't play a lot of dot balls, rotate the strike, and keep Suraj on strike as much as possible for the sake of Qurum Thunders.
Rafiullah steaming in. This time another short wall, and this time Rana Naeem has placed it over the boundary. That's a good 6. That's a good hit.
Well, Rana Naeem is saying, I don't want to play second fiddle. I want to be the partner in this run chase. So if Suraj can hit it, I can hit them too. And he's done that very, very nicely. He cleared his front foot and he smacked that straight down the ground towards the side screen for a 6.
That's a very good shot from Rana Naeem. Picked the ball early, went with the shot, and that's a nice looking hit into the scoreboard.
Well, that's a powerful hit. Another similar delivery. This time he plays it along the ground. Fielder converging on that. Fielders, and they'll restrict Qurum Thunders for just a single.
Not a good throw from the deep. The batters were interested in the second run. Rafiullah coming in to bowl the last ball of his over. 46 of 25. Quite a doable target for Qurum Thunders.
Big appeal and given. Well, Rafiullah strikes yet again. Zaman Qureshi has raised the dreaded finger, and it is the big wicket of Suraj who has to walk back. Qurum Thunders have lost their warrior in the form of Suraj, and Rafiullah is a happy man.
What a wicket to pick of the last delivery. Rafiullah trying that ball couple of times in the over, finally gets it right. Suraj Kumar trying to play against the line of the ball, misses it completely and is plumb. That's a very, very crucial wicket for Amerat Royals. Suraj Kumar, who was looking in good nick, returns to the pavilion.
Six overs gone. Qurum Thunders have lost half the team. 70 for 5.
New batsman. अरे ओ राणा भाई LBW है. New ball coming bring left arm around to you.
Bowling change. Qurum Thunder 70 for 5. Utkarsh Sahu, left arm. That's a slow full toss. Not capitalized there. Just a single. Singles won't do much of a harm for Amerat Royals. Qurum Thunders need big hits. Rafiullah picking up the wicket of the last delivery, dismissing Suraj.
Covering middle. Batsman.
Ayyappa Koniraratne, the new batter, has come at the fall of Suraj Kumar.
This is a big challenge and a big opportunity as well for Utkarsh Sahu, who's been brought into the attack in the playing 11, and this is a chance for him to make a mark and impression on one and all. Meanwhile, a fuller delivery has been played straight down the ground, just clears the fielder, teases him as the ball goes up and over for a 6. So Qurum Thunders are still continuing that run chase. They have been losing wickets, but they also are scoring runs at a brisk pace.
Yes, this is a very good hit. Got it in the slot, and that clears the fielder there, who remained as a spectator despite the big leap at the last moment. Interesting battle between the two youngsters, Utkarsh Sahu and Ayyappa. This time again wanting a big hit, but hits it straight to long off for a single. Rana Naeem on strike. Already hit a 6 during his 8-ball stay. Utkarsh Sahu, this time a slow ball, going for a wild hit, doesn't connect it, goes behind the wicket keeper. That's just a single there.
That's a good ball. He's bowled it in the right area, got some turn, got some extra bounce, managed to get the edge. Lucky Naeem couldn't find the fielder on that occasion. A left-hand, right-hand combination, difficult for bowlers. This one's gone high up in the air. Who wants it? Fielders coming underneath it, but will just be a spectator. Can't do much about that. And that's gone for another 6. So Sahu is expensive right now for Amerat Royals.
This is some good hitting from Ayyappa Koniraratne. This time gets it in the slot, hits it very cleanly over the long on.
Left-handed bowler, spinner, bowling to a left-handed batter. Always a challenge for the bowler, easy for the batter.
Indeed. This time another one, and this time again he goes for the big one. And this is the second successive 6.
Well, Ayyappa has come out with a different plan altogether. He's turning the tide in the favour of Qurum Thunders. This is a thunderous performance. He's quickly moved on to 19 of 4. And Sahu has been taken to the cleaners. 7 overs gone, 91 for 5.
With the inform openers, Kashyap and Jatinder not doing the bit, it was going to be a big task. Shoaib Khan, Suraj Kumar and Sandeep God all back in the dugout. Suraj Kumar, top scorer so far, leg before for 26 of 13. These were the 3 6s Ayyappa got. Wonderful hitting, wonderful clean hitting. Got in the slot, one over the long on, one over the long off. Rana Naeem to face Bilal Khan, who has been brought into the attack. A good ball, and that's good running. Hits him on his leg, but the ball was stringed down the leg side. Gives the strike back to Ayyappa, who's been looking good so far in his 19 of just 4 balls.
They should have bowled Bilal before Utkarsh Sahu. The inexperience of Sahu has cost them quite a few runs. Now it is on Bilal and his experience to bring the momentum back in the favor of Amerat Royals. The equation looks very, very achievable right now. The way Ayyappa is playing, if he can continue for a few more overs, Qurum Thunders will definitely reach that target. 92 for 5, just 24 of 17. That one over has changed the game for Amerat Royals, and they're learning this the hard way.
Yes, indeed. That would have been a good move to bring Bilal before Utkarsh. And now Bilal has got a lot to defend.
They could have used Utkarsh even in the last over when they had more than 36-40 runs to defend. Meanwhile, another good ball, but even singles wouldn't mind. Qurum Thunders, they will not mind taking those singles and just see Bilal Khan off without giving any more wickets and then target the other bowlers.
That should be what the idea for Ayyappa and Naeem. They would be thinking of not taking unnecessary risk against Bilal Khan. Bilal. This time a full toss. But again just a single. Batters Ayyappa and Rana Naeem forced to stay in the crease after the single. That's a good throw from the deep from Ubaidullah. Sorry.
"22 more needed of 15. Ayyappa is on 20 of 5. He's been the man who's changed things in the favor of Qurum Thunders. Bilal Khan can't do much now. Maybe take a wicket or two, a hat-trick. Yes, then Qurum Thunders will be on the back foot.
We have seen few hat-tricks already in the edition. Bilal misses the mark. Has to bowl again. Ayyappa taking his time now. Qurum Thunders require 22 of 15. An achievable target in this format. This time a low full toss, wraps him on his pad. There's a loud appeal.
Out. That's out.
That's very poor batting and poor sense of cricket from Ayyappa. Was nowhere. Had to be in the crease after the appeal.
Well, he didn't know where the ball was. As soon as it hit the pads, he thought there could be a single. He went all the way towards the non-striking end. He was sent back halfway and he couldn't reach there in time. Look at that ball, that reverse swinging from Bilal. He had no clue where the ball is, and by the time he realized where the ball was, good game awareness from Sparsh. He picked up the ball, threw it at the stumps, and Konira had to walk back. So another wicket falls in a very strange manner. Ayyappa Rathan 20 of 6. Qurum Thunders 94 for 6.
After the unfortunate or strange dismissal of Ayyappa Konira Rathan, Samay Srivastava at the crease hasn't been among the runs, just scored 9 in the 4 matches, but can hit few lusty ones. Samay Srivastava would need a couple of big hits.
Bilal Khan has not been able to take a wicket, but he's effected a wicket. He's created a wicket. In football, there is this assist. He's assisted in a wicket here for Bilal Khan.
Even in basketball for that matter.
Correct. So he's assisting in wickets.
Maybe he will look for his own wicket this time. This time another good ball.
And taken.
And that's got a wicket. Bilal gets the reward for some wonderful bowling. He was looking for wickets after the assist. And following the assist, he has picked up a wicket. That's poor batting from Sameer Srivastav. Excellent bowling from Bilal Khan. And that's a good catch from Vinayak. Running in and picking that. Good cricket all around.
Yes, Sameer Srivastav walking back after a duck. He's gone for 0. Qurum Thunders are 94 for 7 now.
Bilal Khan coming with the last ball and a beauty of a ball. Very unlucky not to have picked up his second wicket. That was a gem of a delivery. Beaten Rana Naeem. All ends up. And that's the end of over number 8. 94 for 7 Qurum Thunders. Following the dismissals of the openers, Kashyap and Jatinder Singh early, it was Suraj Kumar who wanted to get back the team, resurrect the team innings. Couldn't do much. Rana Naeem still batting on 15. 94 for 7.
Bowlers, there are 3 bowlers who've taken 2 wickets each, and all 3 are fast bowlers. They've done well for Amerat Royals as of now, but the job is not yet done. As in comes Mehran. The first ball has been hit straight down the ground. No chance for the fielder. Mehran has been expensive. His medium-pace bowling has not been so effective. In fact, it's given an opportunity for the batters to free their arms and score some runs. And that story continues yet again.
On this wicket, Mehran would be going for runs unless he generates a bit of pace or variations. He's lacking the variations. He has to get in those variations to be more effective. 4 more runs. Qurum Thunders inching towards the victory target, require 18 of 11. This time once again goes for a big hit, straight to the fielder at long on, just a single Rafiullah the fielder. 99 for 7. 17 of 10 is the equation now for Qurum Thunders. Mehran Khan would hope to pick up a wicket. This time bowls a better ball. Just a single there. Batter's interested in the second one, but that's a good throw. Hit the batter. In fact, Ganesh Chandrasekhar, the new batter, who came at the fall of Sameer Srivastav.
9 balls, 16 runs needed. The game is in the balance. It's not over for Qurum Thunders. They reached the 100-run mark. 109. 9 balls, 16 more needed. Mehran has a big role to play here. Another length ball, but outside off. Wide ball has been drilled for a single down the ground. Who will want to take the attack on the opposition? Will it be Naeem or will it be Ganesh?
Naeem looks to be the settled batter there, so he would have more chances. Ganesh Chandrasekhar can hit big ones, so Naeem looking for a big hit this ball of Mehran. 2 more balls to bowl in the penultimate over. This is a nice ball, low full toss, another single again. And that's smart fielding. Seeing the fielder at the striker's end, looking for the second one. Good throw from the deep.
Well, that is indeed a good bowling performance from Mehran. The experience of Mehran Khan is definitely working out for Amerat Royals. Can he finish off well is the question. He's done well. He needs to finish this over well for Amerat Royals. He does that. A low full toss has been played towards the square leg. They will take 2, but that's still better than conceding a boundary or a 6.
Indeed. That leaves Qurum Thunders needing 12 for the victory. So there's something for Amerat Royals to bowl at, and Qurum Thunders would be 104 for 7 at the end of 9 overs. Last over to come. Qurum Thunders require 12. Interesting discussion on the field. Amerat Royals, all the experienced senior cricketers. And it seems that Utkarsh Sahu would be given the responsibility of defending those runs. Qurum Thunders 104 for 7. Rana Naeem on 17 and Ganesh Chandrasekhar on 8. Naeem to take the strike. He's been there in the middle for some time. And it would be Utkarsh Sahu who would be bowling the final over. Qurum Thunders need 12. Amerat Royals need 11 to defend.
A very bold decision from Amerat Royals to continue with Utkarsh Sahu. They've shown the faith in him, and now he needs to return the favour. On the other hand, Qurum Thunders will see that as an opportunity. 12 runs of 6 balls of a bowler who's under pressure. They can do it. They will believe that they can do it.
Indeed. A lot would depend on how he bowls the first ball. This is a short ball, been pulled, but just a single. So that's a good delivery from Utkarsh to start with.
Yes, a good ball. It was quicker in the air and at the right length. They've managed to get a single. Where will Ganesh go? Where will Utkarsh bowl? He's got 3 men inside the circle, behind square. Oh, that's in the slot, and that's gone. That will go the distance. You can't be bowling there, Utkarsh. Every time you bowl there, you will be hit for 6s. That inexperience has not worked in his favour, but Ganesh has hit a very good shot, and he's got 6 runs for it.
Yeah, the ball was in the slot, and they had to go for this. Goes for a beautiful one. A good-looking shot there from Ganesh. Incredible hitting. Got the meat of the bat, and that's been dispatched for a huge 6.
Now 5 needed of 4. It can't get easier than this. 1 hit away from a win, Qurum Thunders. Nelson on board. Oh, that was close. That's unlucky, Utkarsh. Could have easily gone and crashed the stumps, but not to be. They in fact get a single. 4 more from 3.
Ganesh lucky to be there. He almost chopped it on his wickets. Wickets not helping. This time goes for a big one. Rana Naeem misses it completely.
Well, Rana Naeem doesn't have to go for a big hit. He just can take singles and rotate strike. But now what he's done is he's put pressure on himself with that dot ball. What he'll do is he'll try to go for another big hit. So an opportunity here for Sahu. And he's gone for a big hit. It's gone up in the air. Chance for the fielder to take that catch. And he drops it. Well, if you drop catches, you don't deserve to win matches, my friend. That's an easy catch under pressure. Rana Naeem is looking happy. And he should be. Amerat Royals. Disappointing performance.
It couldn't have been easier than this, Shoaib. The catch was a sitter. Miss it from Rana Naeem. gets the top edge. The ball is there up in the sky for a long, long time. And Spurs grasses the sitter. Now this type of catches, if you're going to miss, I have to say, you don't deserve to win.
Well, really, I'm sure they must be kicking themselves. Of course, the fielder there, nobody likes to drop catches. Nobody wants to drop catches. But if you're playing as a team, you have to deliver. You have to contribute. That pressure definitely taking a toll on the Amerat Royals. Last ball, and that's a miss. Rana Naeem, what have you done? Well, 2 runs were needed to win this game, and Rana Naeem couldn't get back to ball. Utkarsh Sahu, from being under the pump, has become a hero for Amerat Royals with that one delivery. Qurum Thunders don't know what has struck them. It's as if a lightning has struck Qurum Thunders. Amerat Royals have won the game by 1 run. They needed 2 runs to win. They couldn't score any run. So they've lost the game, Qurum Thunders, by 1 run. What a narrow margin of win. So near, yet so far. And Amerat Royals, they did not expect themselves to be winning this game. But they have, courtesy, some poor shot selection from Rana Naeem.
Absolutely an anticlimax there. They were on the top of the game in the last over after that boundary. And these are all smiles of Amerat Royal players. This is the last dismissal of Rana Naeem, going for an expansive shot when he needed to just pick up a double, and he misses it. What a heartbreak. What a heartbreak. Rana Naeem definitely would be thinking a lot.
Well, early jitters. Yes, Vinu is a happy man, manager of Amerat Royals. But really, the performance, the heart goes out to Qurum. They played so well. They kept losing wickets, but they did not lose hope. But in the end, again, that pressure on Rana Naeem taking a toll. So it was a battle of the nerves, and Amerat Royals have come out one better. Qurum Thunders, a lot of key contributions from that Qurum Thunders batting lineup. Jatinder scoring 14 of 5. Suraj Kumar 26. Rana Naeem was playing well, 20. And that last ball miss was a big miss from Rana Naeem. 20 of 6 from Ayyappa Konira Ratan as well. Ganesh Chandrasekhar was not out till the end, scoring 15 of 6. So a lot of different contributions coming in from Qurum Thunders, but in the end they were short by 1 run.
The 3 pacers picked up 2 wickets apiece. Bilal Khan 2 for 12, Hemal Tandal 2 for 25, Rafiullah 2 for 24. Mehran and Utkarsh went wicketless. Utkarsh Sahu proving costly, 2 for 31. Mehran 2 for 21.
Well, Utkarsh Sahu was costly, but he's won them the game with that last dot ball. That's the second innings. It was a good start from Kashyap Kumar Prajapati, but that was a good ball from Bilal. He looked lethal with the new ball in his hand. Jatinder Singh carried on his momentum from a few games, and until that happened, a blinder from Pratik Athavle. So overall, wickets kept falling for Qurum Thunders in regular intervals. They couldn't build partnership. There were a few good shots from the bat of Suraj Kumar or from Ayyappa Konira Ratan as well. Some big hits from Rana Naeem. But in the end, it was all about the end. They had to finish and cross the line, which they couldn't. There was Ganesh Chandrasekhar on the other end. Rana Naeem also playing some good shots. This was the over that changed everything in the favor of Qurum Thunders.
Yes, indeed. And this was a crucial call. The run-out dismissal of Ayyappa changed the game. That was the turning point. And this was a good catch there. Late onslaught from Rana Naeem and Ganesh Chandrasekhar, and the last ball miss. This dot ball turned the game in the favor of Amerat Royals. Amerat Royals batting first, scored 115 for 3. Akshay Patel hitting another half century, 26 ball. Pratik Athavle was good, 23 of 12. Karan Sonawale 20, made of 14 balls. Ayyappa, Samay and Munis Ansari, the bowlers. Ayyappa picking up 1 wicket, Samay picking up 1. Qurum Thunders 114 for 7. Missed by a run. Suraj Kumar top scoring, 13 ball 26. Bilal Khan, Hemal and Rafiullah picking up 2 wickets each.
Amerat Royals winning the game by 1 run. Yes, that's the margin. This game is about margins. and Amerat Royals in the end inching towards that victory. So let's head into a small little break, but I request you to stay tuned because we've got the post-match presentation lined up for you after the break.